Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? It's Tuesday morning, man. I'm heading to plantation, man. But before I get into what I want to talk about, man, I gotta say, R.I.P. my nigga Sid, man. You know what I'm saying? We lost him last night. It just fucked my whole day up, man. He was a cat we grew up in the neighborhood with, man. He was off 33rd and Lafayette. I was off 30th and Lincoln Boulevard, man. As soon as I caught that news, I was just all the memories that you have growing up, even the shit that you forget about, long gone memories, resurface in your head after that, a tragic demise like that, man. That shit just really just. I ain't lost too many people from my hood, man. But just we lost two people from around my section just this year. You know, it wasn't like they got smoked or nothing like that because they was both playing them streets. But it was other shit that took them. But Fly High Crip, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my nigga. Straight up and down. But peep game, man. I wanna get into this shit, man. And that's Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos, man. I'm pretty excited about this fight. We don't gotta wait till the weekend to get it. We get it right smack dab in the middle of the week. And I think it's gonna be a real good and action packed fight. I think Edwin is gonna force him to fight. I think Edwin's gonna push the issue and force him to fight. It's gonna be a damn good fight. I see Edwin De Los Santos really giving them some good work, man. But y'all know how I get it down. I don't do the build ups and the punchlines and all that. I just get right to the point, man. And I got Shakur Stevenson winning this fight. And one thing that I've seen from Edwin De Los Santos is usually when he starts his attack from where he usually starts his attack from, he's a dude who likes to get in and out. And it ain't, just it's not even, in and out behind an educated jab, man. He's leaving his feet to step into the shots, and it's not straight shots. A lot of times it's hooks. A lot of times it will be a jab, a right jab, but a lot of times it's him leading in, leaping left hooks. And I just think, when you're in front of somebody like Shakur Stevenson, you can't afford to do that shit. He's too short and astute of a counter puncher, and whether he's counter punching or he's leading, he's too sharp and astute of a puncher to be caught with something like that. Even though I do think early on in the fight is gonna catch him off guard or whatever, and he'll land some big shots. You know what I'm saying? Leaping in, you dig, with those big shots. I do see him catching Shakur. Clipping him a few times. Nothing too dramatic, but it could be because he has a big left hand. He definitely has a big left hand. You dig? If Shakur gets hit the way Yoshino was hitting him and the way Oscar Valdez was hitting him, I think Shakur is pretty susceptible to the straights because he gets hit with not a lot of straights, but those are the punches that I usually see get through on Shakur. They're able to penetrate the guard, split the guard. You dig? And Oscar Valdez was able to puff his eye up. Those straight shots down the pike, I see give Shakur, not too many issues, but he's been hit with those, with those type of shots. It's not so much the looping shots, it's the straight shots. It's the straight shots that catch him, man. And I think Edwin De Los Santos has that in his repertoire. He has that. He has that left hand straight down the pipe to get, what I'm saying, to not necessarily get rid of him, but get in. Dig. If I'm there with De Los Santos, I'm getting out there. I'm jumping on him early because he can't win no boxing match with Shakur Stevenson. He's just too slick for that. He's way too slick for that. And another thing that I said, because I mean, just when I look at Shakur, I look at somebody who's just boxing personified. Not somebody who makes too many mistakes. He doesn't even really start opening up on you until he knows he has you completely bent to his will. And even when he's opening up, he's not a volume puncher. It's still in 3-shot bursts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He's not in there just letting his hands go. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like with Edwin De Los Santos, those big, lead looping hooks are going to eventually, he's going to start getting punished for that. And unless he, I think this is the fight we really going to see what Edwin De Los Santos is made of as far as toughness is concerned. Like, all right, cool. Now you're getting hit. You're susceptible to the counters. You're susceptible to the, when he's leading the 1-2s and, the twos and the threes, the jab and everything like that? Are you going to be a dude who says, fuck it, you can't hurt me, I'm going in? Or are you going to sit there and just, your punch output is going to significantly drop and his is going to significantly increase? Because that's what's been happening to a lot of these fighters. That's what, and it's the shots that you don't see coming that you can't deal with. You're on the canvas. You're on the canvas, man. So, just and another thing, I think the most glaring thing that I see from Edwin De Los Santos is just how far he opens up on shots. Even in it's kind of Demetrius Andre, like, man, he'll completely abandon his backhand that he's not on the attack with to get further extension on the shot that he is on the attack with. Completely living his chin wide open and up in the air. Completely doing that, man. I mean, when you look at Shakur Stevenson in his last fight, Yoshino got to the point where he just started lunging forward. His chin was past his kneecap, and he was eating a lot of big shots on the injury. I think Edwin De Los Santos is he may be a cut above Yoshino. I think he has more dimensions in his game than Yoshino, but Yoshino was a tighter puncher as well. He was a more calculated puncher, and it still didn't work. Edwin De Los Santos, he was complete. I'm even on his jab. Even on his jab, he's trying to get full extension on his jab, where just trying to get his arm all the way out, so where he's out of harm's way. He's completely out of harm's way, getting the jab off. You dig? And he's over to the point where it's almost like he's overextended on it. His backhand is down. He's not as sharp as a puncher as a Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson finds those pockets in your defense, even when you're on the offense, and he exploits them. Dig. He's a lot more, he's composed. He's, his defense is tighter off the rope, in the pocket, off the rope, whatever. He's going to find those holes in your defense, and he's going to exploit them. He's going to poke at them. He's going to dig to the body, off of the counters, off the rope, in the middle of the ring, wherever. Dig. And he's not going to be so far out of the field of combat when you go on the offensive. He's poised and composed. He's a lot more poised and composed. He's going to be right there in front of you, taking those subtle steps back. Getting to the side of you. If he steps out and gets to the side of you, he's still within range to get shots off on you. I think Edwin De Los Santos is a good fighter, but I just think this fight is. I think Shakur is gonna go in here and violate this dude. And the exchanges, like I said, with him overextending on the shots and opening up too much, that leaves him open. That leaves him susceptible in exchanges, and that's how Rayo was able to down him. Opening up too far on them hooks, man. Real Demetrius Andre, like, you dig? It's like, you're right there in the phone booth with this dude. There's no reason for you to open up that wide. And I think he's gonna get punished for that. He's gonna get punished for that. And maybe I think he's tough. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe his punch output doesn't, veer off and drop. Maybe it doesn't, but if it doesn't, that's going to open up that much more counter opportunities. Man, he could possibly get stopped. I might go with Shakur Stevenson for the stoppage. I don't know. I think Edwin De Los Santos was a tough dude, but this fight may fuck around and go like, Yoshino. It may go like that. It may just go like that. He's susceptible to counter punches because of just how wide he opens up on his punches when he goes on the attack. You dig? And just that right there is glaring to me. Just where he decides to start his attack from. Shakur's too slippery in the pocket for you to hit him with a flush shot, a tight hook, an uppercut. He's too slippery in the pocket for that. You think you're gonna come, step in out at, to mid, from mid to long distance and hit him with something significant? I just don't see it happening. Like, at all, man. I think, Shakur might stop this dude. He's gonna drop him. He's gonna get put on the canvas. It definitely is a good fight though, man. And like I said, I think Edwin De Los Santos is gonna, he's gonna have pockets where he's able to push Shakur Stevenson and heighten his level of focus because the shot he gets hit with. Oh shit! I definitely ain't trying to get hit with that again, man. me okay, cool. I'll be ready for it next time you decide to let that shot, launch that shot. I'll be ready for it. So Edwin De Los Santos is gonna give him that, he's gonna give him that type of issue right there. He's definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that. But it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be out throughout the duration of the fight. It'll be spurts of that, but I don't see him doing it throughout the, from rounds 1 to 12. I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. And he's gonna, and that's another, Shakur's gonna be able to follow him out as well, man. When Edwin De Los Santos is ready to get out of the pocket and he spins out, when he spins out, he completely abandons the pocket. All right, cool, whatever you dig, I'll find my way back in there. Shakur doesn't do that. Shakur doesn't do that. And he's educated enough with his feet where he can follow him out and punish him for it. I think that Edwin De Los Santos, he has good upper body movement. He has good feet. But Shakur is just better. Eric Shakur is better at every aspect of the sport outside of power. Edwin De Los Santos is the bigger puncher. I'm not even gonna argue that. But he's not the sharper puncher. He does not have the better feet. He does not have the better speed. He does not have the better ring IQ in general. So he doesn't have that. He's gonna step in with. I'm telling you, he's gonna start. He's gonna step in. He's gonna lunge in, leave his feet, and that's gonna put him on his back. He's gonna open up too much in the pocket, and that's gonna get that he's gonna get down because of that. A lot of the mistakes that Edwin De Los Santos makes with other fighters, he's able to get away with. You can't do that with Shakur Stevenson. This dude is just an incredible talent. An incredible talent. If he keeps doing what it is that he's been doing, this dude is a generational talent right here. This is immaculate defense we talking about. There was between the two fights with Yoshino and Nakatani, Yoshino versus Nakatani and Yoshino versus Shakur Stevenson, there was about a 30 punch drop off as far as output is concerned in rounds. He threw 70 in a round. He threw 70 in a round with Nakatani. He threw 40 in in a round with Shakur. That is significant. That's big. That is big. He's there, but you can't hit him. His distance deception, man. He is just incredible at that. I'm right here, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight in the phone booth, and you can't hit this dude. You can't touch him. He's getting under everything. He's getting to the side of everything. The way he picks up on patterns. You're not gonna be bro. And even with how he uses the lead hand. Now, I don't think he's gonna have that advantage with his jab in this fight because De Los Santos is southpaw as well. But just how how he got how he goads you and guides you with that with his lead hand, his jab. The minute you get too low, his hand is on the back of your neck and he's spinning you out. So where he's completely muting your offense and he can get to his spot and set up his next offensive attack. He's just too smart of a fighter, man. The dude is just an incredible talent. And I don't think that Edwin De Los Santos has enough for him to deal with him. And I think he's gonna start getting punished in the mid rounds. He's gonna start getting punished in the mid rounds. I'm talking punished, like really bad. So I got to go with Shakur Stevenson. I think he's gonna drop him. I don't know if he'll stop him though. I'm not sure. The jury's still out on that. All the police finna raid somebody shit. They meeting up over here in the parking lot in Casey's gas station. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it, man. I'm going to work. Y'all be easy, man. Rest in peace to homie, man. Deuces.